The reason I'm here is you're O'Donnell, right?
Yes, I'm Bill O'Donnell.
There you go. I want to make sure your email's still working. On September 9th, our 6-year-old son, first grader in secondary school, had a run-in with the superintendent of those three meetings. And we've been corresponding with you, and my wife has sent 4 emails, 4 to you. She copied the rest of the board on 3 of them, asking you to clarify something you had said to us. And so far, this is what, October 13th? And no one from the board has clarified this. And what we want to know was the clarification of instituting safeguards to prevent a situation from occurring in the future that occurred to our son on September 9th. And I don't know, it's been over a month, and we've been investigating and talking, I guess, but have been talking to the parents. And it kind of makes us seem and feel like that it's not that important to the people who should be looking out for the kids. And so we're wanting to, I'm here to ask for clarification on what you guys are going to do. You've had over a month to come up with something, and you haven't responded to us on email. So I guess I'm asking you to respond here.
Well, I appreciate that. The response that I've provided via email is the response that I can provide to date. You
haven't provided a response lately.
I'd say he's provided a response, he's not giving you the answer. Those are 2 separate entities. A response meant he acknowledged your email and told you it was under investigation.
How long is it going to take to get an answer?
So I don't know.
As long as it takes to run the process through.
How long does it take to run the process?
It's the first time I've been through it, so I really can't answer that question for you. I wish I could.
Who can answer that question? I mean, how long? It's been over a month, you guys. I mean, how long does it take to investigate something, interview 2 people, interview somebody else who's involved, and make a decision? So I come here, and we're still not going to get an answer.
So,
And then when I go home, I'm going to get in trouble with my wife.
so you are asking questions that are directly in the world of personnel.
Yeah.
And I am restricted by law, just like anyone.
Well, I said you would say that. So when are you able to respond to the parents of this boy of what you're going to do as far as the safeguards you supposedly are making happen so they don't have this happen to them again, or some other kid have it happen to them?
Sir, have you been afforded the opportunity to sit down at the school directly with Mr. Barry and Mr. Wygo to discuss this in person?
We've talked to Mr. Berry.
I mean,
And
I'm
we've
talking about
outlined,
everyone.
if you've read the email, you understand what we said. If we're going to sit down with Mr. Wygo, what we expect from Mr. Wygo.
But-
If you read that email.
Correct, and I think that the answer had been that the meeting was supposed to take place between all parties, having everyone in the same room.
No, you need to read the emails again.
I have read them, so.
You need to read them again.
So I'm not going to give you satisfaction tonight.
Okay.
I'm not going to have, I don't know if I will ever give you the satisfaction that you are looking for in a direct comment regarding a personnel issue. So.
Well, why is that?
Because just so.
Can you give a direct comment on what you guys are going to do to protect the young kids from, in my opinion, maybe one of the biggest bullies in the Rose Tree Media School District?
So I can't provide
3 minutes.
the I appreciate that. I appreciate I understand you have, I understand your concerns. You've made them very clear in your email.
One concern is a lack of communication after the last email.
I understand. And that is, this is where
Is your hands tied by a lawyer? I mean,
My
what's the
hands-
deal?
I mean, personnel issues, your hands are tied by the legal constraints.
What about the investigation of what we're calling bullying by the superintendent of those three media? You said you was down, and you checked your emails, you see where you should be coming to a decision on what you're gonna do, yeah?
And if we do, I'm telling you that I wouldn't be able to tell you that, what that decision is, unfortunately. It's not Bill's decision that I don't want to tell you, and it's not this board's decision. It is
Is it up to the board trying to protect the children of the
It
district?
is, and so there is a trust factor here, which I understand. There is a trust factor that the board will take the necessary actions to protect the children.
So when are they gonna do that? This is October 13th.
So
It
we
happened
believe we've
September
taken-
9th. Where I went to school, that's over a month,
Thank you.
yeah?
Okay, this is not, I mean, the question's been asked and answered, public comment, this is not a debate session. Okay, so.
Well, I'm not debating, sir.
Well, you really are, because at this point in time, you're going.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Harry Postal,
Harry. Oh, yeah, we got an
P-O-S-T-L-E-S.
email from you too. I'm not debating you, sir.
You are actually, because you've asked a question, you've made your comment, okay, you've received an answer.
I haven't received
You
a
don't-
good answer. So, anyway.
Okay, but again, that's what you said.
Thank you very
received an
much.
answer, and you found it not
Not a good answer.
satisfactory.
Are there any other comments?
I would just like to comment that the board has taken this very seriously, and we've met several times as a board regarding this, sir, so that has not been mentioned. And we cannot, there is information we cannot, under the law, under matters of personnel, we are taking it very seriously, and we have met as a board outside of regular.
You haven't taken my, the wife's email or our email to you about explaining what safeguards you're going to take on the safety of our children. Any other children in the district. You haven't taken that seriously, at least answering that
Well,
question.
we have taken it
It
seriously.
seems like a simple question. A simple
Taking it very
question?
seriously, thank you.
I don't think so.